guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, welcome, and if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back for another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the Stila liquid. What are they called? I think through the whole video I said Stila liquid. What are they called? I must think that's the name of it. Okay, the Stila Suede shade liquid eyeshadows. Okay, so I'm going to be demonstrating two looks. Okay, this look here with a pink, you know, one of the pink tones, and then this look here with the gray. So if you want to see how I achieve this look and hear my thoughts on these suede shade liquid eyeshadows, then definitely stay tuned. Alright guys, let's hop into these Stila liquid suede, what are they called? The Stila Suede shade liquid eyeshadows. Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to use both of them, but I do want to show you like one color on one side and the other color on the other side because I just got two of them. Let me show you guys quickly like a swatch. So this is the shade Sassy, and these were I think $26. This is Sassy. So this is the like dusty pink rose tone, and here is what this one looks like on the hand. So there it is, and it has a very subtle like pearl to it. So, and I think that's how they described these. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit. That's how they described them, is to having like a little like pearl or something to give it, I don't know, a little bit more sheen, but not be like a flat matte. It has a slight sheen to it, and but you really can't pick it up here. But when I look at it on my finger, I can see a little bit of shine and iridescence in there. I also picked up the shade Smoky Silk, and that's this gray toned here. This gray tone here. Let me swatch that right next to it. And then there's that. A nice matte liquid gray toned eyeshadow. And I'm gonna do a little bit of a pull down like I did with the other one. There we go. And so I feel like I can see more of a shine, a subtle pearl shift in it on the pink one versus the gray one. So just FYI there, but let's get you guys zoomed in so I can show you guys how they apply on the lids. I'm going to use the Smoky Silk on my right side and then Sassy on my left side. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do is take the wand and lay this on the lid. Alright, so I laid that down, and now I'm gonna take a finger, make sure it's cleaned off, and then just pat that in to get more of a blend. Alright, and so what I've noticed with using this is that, you know, as it's drying, it, you know, gets a little bit darker, as you can imagine, like with wet paint and stuff. You're using a flat matte paint, it looks a little bit brighter, it looks a little shinier, but as it dries down, it deepens and settles into that final tone. Okay, so I think that's really pretty. And it's pretty even. You know, if you want to go back over, you could, but I think I got a nice coverage with just that shade applied on the lid. And then I'm going to show you guys on this side, Sassy. Oh, and my eyes are just primed with the NYX eyeshadow base. And that's all. I did not put my MAC stuff on, whatever that stuff is called. Paint pot. Okay, so as you can see, I'm not pulling it all the way to the edge of the lid. I'm just going to blend that over to get that coverage over there. Okay, so as you can see with this one, I feel like the pink one, maybe because it's a little lighter, but as I blend out over it, it looks like it's a little bit more patchy. I won't say patchy, but it's not as full coverage as the gray one. So when I'm using this one, I do usually go back over for a little bit extra coverage and a little bit, you know, more brightness with this tone. Okay. So then you guys will get to see, you know, how it builds up. So I've got a little patch of not good coverage right there, but it's not like super noticeable, but to me it is noticeable. I'm gonna see if I can add a little bit more. I think that looks a little better. So that's that. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the gray on this side so you guys can see how that one builds up after, you know, how it layers after it's dried down a little. This one really doesn't need it, but hey, just so you guys can see, you know, how it builds. Okay. Alright, so there you go. If you wanted to apply them directly onto your lid in your My Skin Tone, this is what they would look like. I like both of them. This one is like a kind of a shade that I would, in the eyeshadow form, if it was a twinge deeper, I could use this as an all over like color for my lids, you know, an all over like one color monochromatic look. And this one I feel like it's deep enough to use on its own, but you know, I would go in with a crease, you know, a crease outer V type of color, but this is what they're looking like on their own. And let me show you guys how you can get a different kind of look with them. All right, so I'm gonna go in with my Stila Happy Hours eyeshadow palette, and on the shade on the side with Sassy, I'm gonna go in with Old Fashioned. This is like the muted purple, like gray tone, and I'm gonna put this right here on this edge, on top of the edge of Sassy. So as you can see, like shades blend on top of them pretty well. It's not like doing anything funky on top of the, you know, Sassy liquid suede. It's going on pretty good. Blending out really nicely and layering on top of that, the eyeshadow's layering on top of that liquid shadow pretty well. So I've got a deepened crease area. You could leave it like this if you wanted to. So that is that. And next I'm going to go in with, let's see, one of these shades. It's going to be a glittery tone, so I'm going to lay more powder down under my eye. Alright, so next I'm going to go into a Tiki Bar. Alright, so this one has like a subtle pink purple shift to it. I'm going to take that on my finger. You can see that tone there and lay this on the center. Making more of Old Fashioned and kind of trying to dust off any extra glitter that fell on or that got where I didn't particularly want it. So if you want to ensure more longevity with the glitter on top, you could of course use a glitter glue. Next I'm going to take the shade Black Book and add a little bit more depth over here in this area in the outer V. And the whole point of this is not to tell you guys, you know, to go out and get this happy hour palette, although I do like it. I want to just show you guys how you can work with these Stila Suedes, the suede liquid shadows, because I think they are really nice. And, you know, especially if you get a color that you can just pop on and just run out the house. You know, pop on, do a little bit of blending, and then leave. You know, for somebody, if you find like a matte shade, like a shade in there that you like the way it looks on its own, pretty easy to wear, you know, pretty easy to use, I think. Just take some blending and careful application of where you apply it, and then just pat it out with your finger and you're good to go. But they can also work really nicely with shadows as well as like bases to different colors, like a base to a glitter that you want to use, something like that. So I like the way that looks. Very, you know, it's got some depth right here, the little gray cool tone depth, but also some nice like bright light shine on the lid as well. So very pretty. I like the way that looks. I'll show you guys of course the final look with the eyeshadow, like with mascara and liner. Right, and then onto the other side. I'm gonna take Black Book and lay this in the crease. Okay, I laid that in the crease, wiping off my brush from what I used before and blending around with no additional product on this brush. I think we're all good there with the blending out. And so there you go. You could just do your a nice gray toned smoky eye and call it a day. But I'm going to go in with something extra on top, of course, just to do a similar type of look. So I'm going to go in, not with a glittery shade on this side, but one of the more metallic type shades I'm going to go in with on the rocks. Okay, swipe that. It's a blue tone, like an icy blue toned metallic, and lay that right on the center. And there you go. Now you've got a nice, you know, still gray tone smoky eye, but you're adding a little bit more dimension and sheen to the look. It looked beautiful before, and I like it this way as well. So you guys, it's up to you, but you know, these shades are pretty versatile, I think, in the way you can work with them, and I like them, and I'm happy that I got them. So, and I would not be opposed to getting more. I'm trying to, you know, be good about my purchasing, so I have not, you know, gotten any more. But let me do, you know, finish off the eyes, eyeliner, mascara for you guys, and I'll come back to show you guys what the eyes look like completed. Alright guys, here is the final look with the eyeliner and mascara. I did add a little bit more of that Black Book shade on the outer corner for the eye with Sassy, and then I did sweep some of that Black Book on the lower lash line, but that's all I did. And then I just swept some Black Book under the lash line on this side as well with that Silky Smoke shade, or Smoky Silk, whatever it is, gray tone over here. So you guys, let me know which one you like better. Look down for you. The one with Sassy or the one with Smoky Silk. I personally like both, the way both of them look. Okay, this one got the little bit, the higher intensity sparkle on it. I like the way that looks, and how that pink tone from Sassy, how it still shows through, how the pink still shows through even though we placed that shade on top of it. And then I really like this one, the way it looks with on the rocks on top of it, and more of that metallic type pop in the center. But of course I like both of these shades on their own as well. So yeah, I would highly recommend these suede silk, these, what are they called? God, these suede shade liquid shadows from Stila. I think they are user friendly. I particularly like Smoky Silk better than Sassy, but Sassy's still good as well. So it's just a matter of you finding what shade you want to use, and you know, how you want to use it. Think about, you know, if you just want something that you can just pop on and go, or you're willing to, you know, do a little bit of blending and things like that as something you want to maybe apply as a base to make another color pop, or, you know, use it on your own. I think they're good both ways. So yeah guys, definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and yeah, let me know if you're thinking about trying these. I think they're really cool, and I will be talking to you guys really soon. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more content from me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I upload videos every single week, alright? So yeah, join the family, okay? I will be talking to you guys really soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. See ya. And if you want to see a video on that Stila Happy Hour palette, I will put a link up here. Pick it, click it, and watch the video on the Happy Hour palette if you want to see more fun, like full-on video with that one. Yeah, click the video. Alright, I'll talk to you soon.